Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought I've been having problems getting my streaming software to send streams to YouTube, to the events that I already started. And it took ages for it to pick up. So I thought, oh no, not again. Oh, I can hear myself. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Let's see. Always the same thing. Yeah, I'm just going to try and fix that because I don't think I'm streaming to Twitch, but well, on YouTube at least. So let's see. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, so is the music loud compared to my voice, and is my voice hearable and all of that? I had to add a gain filter to my stupid USB mic, so it might be picking up noise from, you know, the surroundings too, so I don't know about that. Fitting for the 80s theme, yeah. So I'm just playing my Epidemic Sound playlist. Hopefully that should work for both YouTube and Twitch. Okay, so let me just try and see what's going on. Okay. It says we're live. Oh, we have 1 viewer on Twitch, so let me check that. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Sounds perfect. Good, good. Oh, we are live.
Nice to meet you.
Muting the nation. Thanks for subscribing to my YouTube. Okay. Okay, I think we're good to go. Right, let's see who's here. Hey, the voice ID. Hey, Jim Phillips. Hey, Alex. Preussiana. Hey, Will Ivansko. I'm probably pronouncing some names wrong here. Music's fine, you are Slido. Thank you, Joan. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Kuja Painting. Hey, Matthew, August. Hey, Evans. I clicked them awesome, that's true. Hey, Dubravko. The surprise, surprise. Double. Wait. Yeah, that way you count as 2. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to close all the stream windows. And I'm also going to close the window. IRL. But don't piss off my neighbors. Because I'm upstairs and not in the studio. And because water is a bitch. Demonetized. Anyway. So I had to play around a bit with the setup. I have some foam blocks here. Because the table is not height adjustable. And I would just die painting in this position. So sometimes I might be out of focus. Just let me know if that happens and I'll get back into it. But yeah, it's not the best setup to paint, simply because the table is not high enough. But it is what it is. So yeah, today we're going to do Andromeda Fane by Neko Galaxy. And you can see that Neko Galaxy was kind enough to give us a discount. So using this code, if you know, check out their website, which is linked in the screen description. Yeah, just if you want to purchase anything, they're going to give you 15% off in my code. And obviously it supports the stream. supports me directly too. Okay, so I thought, or basically I want to yeah, do the box art. You know, there is not a real box art that is actually painted, but there is a color scheme with a lot of yellow and blue, and hazard strips and all of that stuff, and that's what I want to do actually. Simply because I feel like that paint job or that scheme looks really great, and I think it works. And for the next one, I also have this one. This one. For that one, I'm going to do like my own color scheme, probably like with a few light sources. And speaking of light sources, I will probably, I'm super undecided. I'll probably start with a single light source coming from Zenithal, but I kind of, let's see if I can replicate that. Thanks for following, Ronan Haycat. Probably pronounced that wrong. Okay, can I replicate that? Yeah, something like that, where I just have one light source and one really bright light from the left, and then have like a secondary light. I can probably replicate it. I'll have like a secondary light coming from this side that is slightly colored, so that I have a yeah, a dark area here separating the two light sources, and then have the other one here. I don't know. It's sometimes it's okay to just, you know, paint a miniature in a traditional way without 100 light sources and just have fun with it. But yeah. Show sculpt. Hey TNK. Hey Javier. Hey Vladimir. Hey Slatan. Hey Gomesa, how's it going? Hey Sebastian. Snowwolf, what's up? Hope you're well, love your word during the video. Thank you. Kolyagin, what's that? What did I miss? Oh, would you make some crazy Kolyagin style things? Yeah, I need a link. I don't know what that is. Hey Dazima. Oh, okay. Box arts. Okay. Yeah, so again, we're going to do something like that, and I just want to start with the airbrush. Let's see. I need to move my microphone. So whenever I get too silent, let me know. Well, I'll just do the initial colors. Huh. Something's wrong with my airbrush. Is that normal? Should it do that? Oh no. God damn it. Well prepared. I don't think this is inside. I don't think this is inside. Oh my god. What an amateur. Yeah, I don't think we have the needle inside the trigger. So let me just quickly fix that. And that's why I prefer the brush to airbrushes. God damn it. Am I doing this correctly? I have no idea. Oh my god. Can I open this? I don't think so. I'm feeling like an idiot right now. Shouldn't I be supposed to open this? Hey Dot, thanks a lot for the bits. Thank you. How's it going? Wait, I should be able to open this, right? I don't use the airbrush. I don't know if you realized, but got them. Spanish brush, technical difficulties. But wait, the needle is in there. Huh. I'm an idiot. Should I be able to open this? Someone tell me. Don't open the whole thing. Wrong. I haven't touched an airbrush since 2012. Yeah, I don't know.
How did you find me?
Contrast paints. Thanks a lot for the follow. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Something's going on. It's not pulling the needle back, so something is definitely up. You should unscrew the golden ring. Yeah, somehow, but I don't know how.
Nice to meet you.
How am I not going to break this? This is super stuck. I don't know why. Let's see. Why would this be stuck? Okay, got it. Why is this stuck? Makes no sense. Okay, now watch me not being able to put this back together. Wait, okay, needle should go in, right? It should go in the right way this time. Wait, what am I doing wrong here? Jesus Christ. Now that is in, that is in there. Should go in there. What's happening? Where's that part? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Okay, is this correct? Probably not. No, not like this. I think that was the problem, right? So that was the part I couldn't pull back. Yeah, got it. So the needle needs to go through. Wait, I'm not an idiot. Oh, you didn't see that, but yeah. So I had this part not connected to the trigger, and it seems like I'm not an idiot after all. At least not a big one. Not as big as I thought. Okay. Wait. Okay, you're going in there. Probably did something wrong and then someone's screaming at the screen. No, not like this, you idiot. Okay, okay, we fixed it. Holy cow. Good, 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 good. I'm already sweating. Whoa, that's definitely not the part I miss about streaming. Being an idiot in front of some people. Okay. Yep. Okay, we're ready to go. Then let's start. Needle last. Oh my god. What did I do? Needle goes last. Oh no. It seems the trigger is not set in the socket right. Ah, it wasn't a socket, I just had the back part pulled back too much. If you break it, or then you got. Ah, it's okay. I broke the nozzle, or rather the needle of my 0.2 nozzle. Anxiety painting increases. Definitely, definitely. Okay, okay, okay. Let's get some painting going. Unfortunately, my palette is kind of obscured by my microphone. So let's see. How is this? Is this still okay? Sounding good? Microphone wise? Yeah, one thing that I don't like about streaming not that often is that I always need to reset up, or you know, put my setup on again and check everything, and then I'm forgetting things. And really put and duct tape fixes it all. Yeah, I guess so. It's always nice to see complete teardown for needle cleaning. Oh, the needle wasn't. It was cleaned. I just had the trigger. So back here. So the problem was, if it was just a needle, I would have not, you know, pulled it apart. But apparently this part was not connecting to the trigger, so I had to. And I didn't know it, right? Because I'm an idiot, or I don't use the airbrush that much. But I had to pull it apart because of this. Or I had to pull it apart to notice that this was the problem, rather. Mic is still good? Okay, okay. So what's everyone painting then? Or are you not painting at all? Slackers! Okay, let's see. So I'm going to use Rhine oxide and Mornfang brown, and I'm just going to put it on the palette first because I want to check what mix is going to work, and I don't know, I would like to mix it with warm yellow, or am I? Maybe it's better to go cold yellow right away. Could also use this, but I'm not quite sure. Which one is going to be better? I think both are kind of problematic going through the airbrush, simply because yellow is a bit of a pain to airbrush. But the thing I want to do is I don't want to start off of yellow. I want to establish a more yeah, brown. Thanks for the follow, Elizabeth Braggin. Yeah, a more brown base color, and then work out the yellow from that brown base color. Painting digitally, not on 3D models. I see. Painting Raster and Zashi from Neko. Yeah. I really like those. I got them too, but I didn't get to assemble them. So I have these guys, and where is she? We called her Ramen Girl. I can't pronounce her real name, but I'll also go here. And I want to do her next. We will see how far we get today with all the technical difficulties. Probably not too far because I'm an idiot, but yeah. think we established that. Okay, so I'm also going to use a bit of English uniform, and now I'm going to try and find the color that I like. I'm just gonna use a brush that I don't want to rough up right away. Where's my mixing brush? God damn it. Okay, here we are. Okay. So, yeah, let's find a color. I'm just going to use the yellow here. Holy shit, how are you 60-month resub? How are you still? Oh no, that's total, right? I thought you were like subbed all the time. But thanks a lot, man. Thank you. Thanks for the resub. Okay, so yeah. I mean, this is almost exactly like this. So that's probably not exactly what I wanted.
The most important thing is money.
Well, I actually can't hear. I need to mess with the sounds. Oh, from Russia. Oh, thanks a lot. Oh my god, 500 rubles. Thank you. Much appreciated. Unfortunately, I could not see your name, or at least I could not read it. Huh, how would I pronounce your name in English? Or, you know, get what I mean. Yeah, let's see. So I think something like that, maybe have a secondary shade layer like this. Definitely also need some black. Okay. Modok from Crisis Protocol. Oh yeah, biggest face ever. Yeah, I need to work on my Crisis Protocol. Are you using the stock lens for the Lumix? I have a stock lens. I bought it secondhand from the GH5 stock lens. That one is a bit better than the other one, and I put it on my GX80. So yeah, I have the G7. Yeah, I have the G7 for my usual. Using my G7 for, you know, talking headshots and all of that. I think I bought that one secondhand too. It's not the kit lens. It's just overall has a bit more, you know, options available than the kit lens. But I bought everything secondhand and it was not that expensive. Simply because I was broke, or well, now we're kind of stabilizing, but when I bought my cameras I was broke. Okay, so let's do this. I'm just going to, oh yeah, I said I need some black. Some black. Oh, it's right in front of me. Okay, so I'm just going to try and find a base color, and I think we kind of got it. Let's see if this goes any darker. Yeah, we can do that. Then maybe a second layer of, what is it, brown? Wait, music stop. Why? But that can't be it. Oh, it is. Let's see, find another. Ooh. Like, it really gets awesome. Oh, okay. Joan's really gets awesome. I will actually use this time to prep Jana as well. Oh, did you get the, I forgot which one you got. Did you get the boss version? Or did you get the... Did you get the that working the way I do it? I think it is. Did you get the bust version or the 75mm version? Yes, this looks crazy, and I'm guessing it is. Let's see how that works. Yeah, probably have to mix a bit more of that. What? Where's my brush? I just had it. Oh Jesus. I don't think we need that much, so I guess this is fine. Again, I just want a desaturated brown, almost, well, you know, almost black. Well, not almost black, but a bit of black mixed in. Okay. Ah, the full body sculpt. Okay, okay. Yeah, again, I considered getting her because the armor is really nice, and I got ridiculed for it when I said it. But I don't like her face. I just don't like it. Cheers for the discount code. I got 2 75mm and 1 bust. Thanks a lot. I mean, again, that directly supports the stream. So thank you for getting it. I mean, it was a pleasure. Okay. Got too close. Yeah, that's somewhat what I like to achieve. Just going careful. Going to establish the first layer of color. I think we have some build up on the needle. Actually, this is kind of counter. It's not as helpful as I thought in this case. So usually this means I need more thinner.
Nice to meet you.
Hey Jerome Millen, how's it going? Thanks for the follow. No one can pronounce Bavarian still, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's getting better, right? It's mostly the O and, well, people put an A where the second O should go. Nice airbrush. Thank you, Howdy. Everlasting Wet Pen is a great product, but it's better to use normal baking paper. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Found that the paper that came with my Everlasting Wet Pen dries my paint quicker than regular baking paper. So Jordy, you need to soak the paper in water before you put it on the palette for the everlasting. So you can try that, and secondly, you can try baking paper. Financed by Cremo. What is the pressure? It is just under, no, it's 1.5. Should it be more? I think it should be more. Yeah, stupid airbrush. Oh no. Right. So maybe more careful than I probably should or need to. Take it back. Yeah, I just want to get a first layer on there for all the parts that should be yellow or yellowish. Huh. Still have a lot of build up. I feel like I always overthink to spray that close to model. I get spiderweb all the time. Oh, I don't know. Right now I just have a lot of build up on the needle, which kind of sucks. I mean, here spider webbing is not too, doesn't matter that much. Yeah, something's wrong. I just hate airbrushing, I'm going to be honest. Jesus Christ. Right, let's see what else. So this part up here. I feel like I'm not getting anything done. I mean, the airbrush is such a nice tool if it were a bit more straightforward, right? Right now I feel like an extra idiot because usually I don't have these problems. But that's the thing with it, just changes properties with every single color. Okay, brute force it a bit. Welcome guys. Sorry, I wait, need to catch up in chat. Soak some old brush with airbrush cleaner and clean the tip. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, I don't know, it should not be that annoying. Because like I said, usually, I mean, I am an idiot with the airbrush, I won't lie about that. But usually it's not clogging or anything like that. Maybe it needs a bit of cleaning. Oh my god, with the... Why is that shit so loud? Shh! Jesus Christ. I feel like if I did that by brush, it would not be as clean, but it would be done like already. Nice one. Wait, now you... I think... Okay. Don't know what changed, but now it's working. You might have had a clogged nozzle. Okay, what else? Dry down a bit. Have the same airbrushes used? Yeah, I have constantly airbrushes. The closer you get, the thinner you should be, and the pressure should be small to adjust. Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
It was just, I think I had a, yeah, you know, see it like this. I don't know, I had some clogging, I think. Now it's working. Okay, cursed it, jinxed it. I feel like I almost used too much thinner now. Yeah, I definitely need to fiddle around with airbrush settings, but not now. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to add a bit of yellow now, and then I'm going to try and build up the first layers, the first highlights.
Nice to meet you.
Sergio Gum Akatse, thanks a lot for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Do you think Flitz polish would work? I don't know what that is. The thinner the needle, the faster it tends to dry up. I'm using a 0.4 nozzle, so that should not be it. Needle choose. Hey Chris, thanks for the live and videos. Just got a Void Dragon following a video. Oh nice. I may get Andromeda thanks to the discount code Oriam on the Discord. WME, no idea what that is. Will I be there? I have no idea what that is. WME. Compressor isn't that bad? Okay, that's good to know. Add a few drops of retarder. Yeah, I have. I'm usually using glaze medium, I'm not using Rotara. I don't like it as a concept. Get polishing paste and run the needle through some polishing. Oh, okay, yeah, I could do that. Infinity requires blasting through sometimes. Gotcha. I'll look for Tamiya needle polish. Is that a thing? I don't think it is. Okay, so let's add a bit of yellow, see how that goes. Feel like this might not be the play, but we will see how it turns out. We shall see. Okay. Yep. Whenever I add yellow, it's instantly clogging. Jesus Christ. I think that's the airbrush done for today. World Model Expo. Oh, yeah, I don't know yet. I don't know when it is. Didn't they? I think they delayed it, right? But I don't know. Okay, guys, I think that's it. Nothing's moving anymore. I only have that with yellow. I don't know why. Probably clogged something. Okay. You know what? I'll just clean the airbrush and then screw the airbrush, honestly. Okay, so let me just clean that quickly. Cleaning time, yeah, I don't know. I just, why is it doing that? And why is it doing that today? Because again, I never really had these problems.
Nice to meet you.
It's like totally clogged now. Probably need to disassemble it too. Okay. Well, now you're working again, huh? Okay, let's put that aside. Screw you. Wait, Maybe it's better to make sure it's not super clogged. It could be the nozzle actually. Why are you guys even watching me? Okay. Would be easy to use light base and then tint it with an ink. Well, yeah. You can do it that way, you know. I don't want to. I want to do it another way. And that's the beauty of painting. You can do whatever you want. Right, so I see myself cleaning that shit up after stream. Okay. Let's see. Need a proper brush. Do I have the spike cleaning tool? No, I don't. Yeah. It's okay. We'll just do brushwork. Let's see. Yeah, I wanted to do the initial layer, something like this. Just trying to find an interesting gradient. I don't want to go super saturated with the yellow yet on these parts. Let's see, probably tint it down with some sepia or something like that later. Just going to carefully be adding some variation of yeah, of the yellow. I was gonna say it's going to take a bit longer, but then again, with the airbrush constantly acting up, probably not. Spike cleaning tools later, it will make a huge difference for cleaning. Okay. You have stuff in there that you're not aware of? Well, it could be. Nothing on screen and still no thumbs down. Dodge that one. Are you going to be doing any sculpting for Neko? No. As far as I know, they prefer to have digital sculpting. I do need to finish my female bust, but it's just I don't have any time. Should finish her eventually. Right now I feel like the face is off though, so maybe I don't know. I just don't have any time. There's too much going on, and now with having the job at school again, I don't know if I want. I just don't have any time. Let's put it that way. I'm just happy if I have enough time to do the Patreon videos, and then on top of that, a bit of YouTube stuff.
How did you find me?
Spear of Ba, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Is that a plastic wall or resin? It's a resin. The brand is Neko Galaxy. You can type exclamation mark Neko Galaxy, or yeah, Neko Galaxy, N-E-K-O Galaxy, and you'll get a link. They were kind enough to send me a couple of their minis. Oh yeah, and then also, of course,
How did you find me?
Primal Ace, thanks a lot for the follow. Super overblown because I needed to be a bit more bright for the black base coat here. But yeah, she's also, that's Candy Chan, she is also from Neko Galaxy. Pretty awesome sculpts. Right, so again, just gradually finding my way through the color that I want to use. Again, I want a bit of a desaturated color, almost like there is discoloration going on in this gear. And then just on the very top, maybe brighter, more saturated yellow. Have the same airbrush and it's always clogging while painting. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I didn't have a problem until now. Maybe it's just too dirty, and yeah, need some extensive cleaning now. I don't know. I mean, I love the concept of airbrushes, but it's just when I'm more concerned with the tool than the actual yeah, painting, then it's getting kind of annoying. Need to catch up. When people feel bad at their painting ability and feel they can never attain the levels of pro painters and believe they never make mistakes or have issues, show the first hour of the stream. Yeah. Definitely do that. Finisher, me buying half painted. Yeah, it's I'm going to finisher now. I don't know. I was chasing a lot of new releases that I wasn't super keen on painting, but you know, I needed to grow the channel, I needed to grow the Patreon and all of that. So it's has been, well, working, but yeah, I also need to finish those paint jobs that I started a while ago and then haven't finished. I'm not a super fast painter, and you know, when you're painting for yourself, that is kind of okay. But when you're trying to do content creation, it's kind of need to speed things up a bit. But yeah, I've been trying to find a good ratio of speed and keeping the quality. Okay, so a few, how would you call it? Yeah, a few spotty areas are actually fine. There's some, I think some airbrush thinner collected here, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm putting some paint over. Hopefully that's going to fix it. I bought the Batcher 105 Extreme. I could have got something else, but
How did you find me?
I adore how it feels in the hand. Okay. The Nerdy YC, thanks a lot for the follow. Welcome. Okay, so making these parts a bit darker. Actually wondering if I should maybe I mean, I'm definitely going to highlight the edges here, but maybe I should also do the insides of it. But I don't know. We'll see. Some dark lining too. I'll add it.
Nice to meet you.
Then Levasseur, thanks a lot for following my YouTube. Welcome. See some more saturated color down here. Just see how it looks. I think I like that. I just need to have a bit more of an interesting mid-tone, I guess. Doesn't work. Maybe it's Neko, just Neko. Oh, hold on. But Nightbot is there. Oh yeah, it showed. So I don't know. Nightbot should do it. Maybe there's a delay, but it should definitely work. Let's see. Neko, Alex. Yeah, it's working. Wait, that's Twitch. Oh yeah, there it is. There's just a bit of a delay. Okay. Did you say you're keeping the color scheme of the cover art? Yeah, exactly. Do you have private coaching spots currently? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have on Patreon. I just don't know if any of the early bird pledges are free, but there's always spots open. I have the Infinity Grapho. The Grapho single actually is my favorite for this work. The air stop is safety. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't like airbrushes. And yeah, now it just kind of stopped working, so I'm probably not going to bother with it. in a while until I am fine with cleaning it. So we'll see. I mean, it's again, it's a nifty tool, and you can do some nice effects with airbrushes, but I've never relied on an airbrush, so I'll just put it away and we'll see. I haven't used it again. Jesus Christ. Right, first color test, I think I like that. Let's see. Maybe I want to have a bit of a warmer yellow in there. I think that's what we do. So let me grab that other yellow by Games Workshop. What is it? I also need some more of the morphine brown whenever I want to add some more saturation and warm tones. Airbrushes have a horrible habit of being usable despite being quite clogged up inside, so you think you've cleaned it and it works great for a bit, then clogs again. You clean it and it works, but clogs again. I found that usually there is some really stubborn stuck clean in there that needs to come out when that happens. Then it will be a dream for many hours after. Yeah. Next album. Nozzle reamers cleaners? What? I'm not sure. Hey Neko Galaxy Minis, how's it going? How are you doing? We've had some trouble with the airbrush earlier, so I'm not as far as I wanted to be. But now we're back on track. So again, I just wanted to establish the general hue of yellow on all of this, and now going to play a bit with saturation and desaturation of these more saturated highlights. Still not super saturated, but you get the idea. If you put the airbrush away, take the needle out and then look down the airbrush from the back. If you can see the light through the other side, it ain't clean. Gotcha. mean, I guess we got the base color onto the miniature, so that's fine. It did its job. So I'm going to start doing a bit of texture too.
Nice to meet you.
Scratches up too. Chris Campbell, thanks a lot for following my YouTube. Welcome. Gotta say, getting the epidemic sound music thing was a really good decision, even though it's another monthly cost. But it's like with Twitch, I like, what is it called? Twitch Music Library or whatever it's called. Don't think that's the name, but it describes what it does. You get so much bad music, but with, you know, this subscription service, you get actually music that you can play on stream, so even on YouTube. And the music is half decent too. So. I use my EVO AL Plus for a couple of years, but if it comes to paint with regular paintbrush, I struggle with such creamy gradient. Last week I developed some new really good cursive and polish language. I'm not sure what that last part meant. Hey Linda. Hugin? How's it going? I will reiterate Bristol Brush Masteries. It's just stupid to use my airbrush properly. Yeah, I know someone else. That's me. There's a bit of a weird area here. That's kind of an edge, but it isn't. Just ignore it. Paint it like it's round. Yeah, it's okay, that can be a scratch. still learn tricks and how to use them and look out for them today, and I've been using them for over 12 years. I think I bought mine in 2013 and I used it like 7 times. And I've been using it a lot lately, and again, it's fun to use it, but whenever it just acts up and I feel like I'm spending too much time getting my tool to work. Instead of actually painting, I just get fed up. Okay. Let's go a bit more saturated again. See how that goes. I feel like I should be overdoing these edges down here a bit. Yeah, that's good. Take this out. It's my single year, I suppose, just a matter of experience and experimentation, that's true. Just like with everything. Yeah, I think that's looking good. Once a year. Interviewed highly creative insults trying to achieve smooth gradient. Oh, you invented, okay. I mean, you can get smooth gradients with airbrushes, but I almost feel like with a brush it's just more fun, to me at least. You could upload them as tutorial? Wait, cursing tutorials? Okay, I almost feel like yeah, we need to define these little parts a bit more. Yeah, but let's finish the other side. Right, so I want this to have the feeling of maybe was a bit more color intense in the past. So I'm going to add some spots, more saturated color. My mom wants one of these figures. She said these look awesome. She wants me to get back into painting. I've been working too much and she thinks this will relieve my stress. Now it's the website. Don't forget to use my code. But yeah, it is. I mean, the thing is, nowadays, now that it's kind of my job to paint figures, sometimes, you know, with having deadlines, and so for the Void Dragon, I'll be super honest, I rushed that one so much to get the video out and to also get on the website with Games Workshop. I'm not 100% happy. Well, actually, I'm probably not even 60% happy with it. So sometimes when I have to rush out pieces, that obviously is not relaxing, but when it's, yeah, when I can work on it for, like, you know, let's put it that way. I've been obviously in the past, and I'll try nowadays not to paint too much because it's working, and you kind of want to have a work-life balance. But back when I had the time, I've been painting like 12-14 hours a day, especially before Golden Demons usually, and I was not stressed at all. It was really just, you know, throw on some music or some kind of TV show and then just go and paint for 12 hours with nothing unusual, and it was fun and relaxing. I was getting up after 12 hours and I did not feel any, I mean, I was kinda exhausted but mentally refreshed, if that makes sense. Of course, it's a bit of a strain on the eyes and stuff like that, but it's just mentally really refreshing. So yeah, I like, again, the color variation in there. It's almost like there's a bit of black shining through, and the reddish brown gives it a bit more of a almost like gold feeling. That's good. Back on Twitch, still one of the best cam settings in painting. Thank you. Yeah, I've worked so well. I tried for so long to get the camera set up properly for the stream. See, right now it works, but I mean, I guess this setup also works for when I want the magnifying glasses. I just have to make sure my hair isn't getting in the way. But yeah, it was a struggle to get a good camera setup. I guess the only two people that have a, well, I'm not going to say that because it's going to sound stupid, but so the only two people that I feel like could teach me to improve the camera setup are Flamon and Sergio Cabo. Well, but I think they are using camcorders and not DSLR or system cameras. So I don't want to make that switch. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with the camera setup and with the 4K, full 4K capture card now too. I can blow everything up and still it's a bit more zoomed in. And yeah, that has helped a lot, I think. Everything being more clear and the patron videos being a bit even more, you know, insightful, and you can see the brush strokes when I do like this. Yes, I just struggle sometimes with, but then I guess it's all about keeping the figure steady, because you have a bit of a narrow depth of field and all of that, which I can't always do simply because I don't want to ruin my back. So the comfortable painting position has to slightly go before everything being visible. Thanks for all the quality content. I picked up painting as a quarantine hobby and they really helped me learn the ropes. Oh, my videos, thank you. Yeah, I'm always happy to hear when, you know, it motivates people and helps people. So thanks for letting me know, and again, congratulations for having picked up such an awesome hobby. Going to aim for something maybe slightly reflective, so let's do secondary light.
Nice to meet you.
Esmeralda Baston, thanks a lot for the follow on YouTube. What yellow is it? It's a mixture. There's I can't remember Games Workshop names. Rhinoxide, Mornfang Brown, and there's a bit of English Uniform there, but I have not used it, so the rest is just Arial Yellow. And before that, I think we used Flash Kits Yellow for the initial mix. But now again, it's just Arial Yellow. Okay, so let's continue finding some epoxy. Oh wait, I was working on this part over here. I gather it will be some time before you're able to get around to it if you are, but are you doing a PDF for this? Oh yeah, sure. So the PDFs are, I wasn't really able to do as many PDFs as I wanted to. They are so much work. I mean, I'm sounding like a broken record, but it's always easier to teach something in a quick video, right? Instead of trying to find the right angle. I mean, obviously for the PDFs, I'm pulling stuff from the videos. That speeds things up, but a PDF of 20 pages takes almost a month if I just focus on the PDF. But they are super. When they're ready, I really enjoy them. It's like, you know, this is a publication that I can be proud of. So yeah, they have not been as frequent as I wanted them to be. But yeah. So one thing I'm torn about is whether or not, I mean, I've been trying so long to get back into school, you know, as a teacher. Thanks Keith89. Welcome. But yeah, I've been trying so hard to get back into being a teacher. And now that I'm back, I almost feel like I should not have done it. I mean, the thing is, they offered me 2 classes, which would have been 4 hours per week. And now I have 3 times that because of Corona. Some other teacher stopped teaching because she has asthma, and they wanted me to take all her classes, and I said I cannot do that. It's ridiculous. But I just said, yeah, I'm going to take a few of them. I almost kind of regret it because now the whole thing is making a living. And now I'm taking time away from being able to produce even more content. That was a bit of a pain, but I'm just at a level where, you know, I need 1 more year, and then I have potentially the option to get a few hours like permanently, and I don't want to rob myself of that possibility. So whenever something goes wrong with miniature painting, I have the option to go back, but for that I just needed to put in this year of extra work. So it's gonna be a bit of a stressful year. And then after that year, I'm going to decide if the miniature thing is still going good. I might be ditching it again, but we will see. Problem is, if I was like, you know, 29 or something like that, I'd probably have ditched it instantly and just focus on that. But I'm an old fart now, and I can't rely on eyesight and stuff like that, you know. One day it might be gone, and then what are you doing then? You can teach with glasses, but you can't really paint when you're blind. Going to weather the armor parts, don't chip that knee like a potato. Painting on camera is a minefield. It is. It's like, oh wait, out of focus, in focus, out of focus, Jesus. But yeah, I mean, this setup that I have now kind of works. It's just a really ugly background. But again, I just don't want to ruin my back even more. Okay. So, what's everyone painting? We have some new people here, I think. For both platforms, 260 people watching, so thanks a lot for that, guys. Welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. It's always, I can always only be as entertaining as the chat allows me to by asking questions and stuff like that, because I am a painter and not a natural entertainer. That it is just what it is. But yeah, again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You know, let us know what you're painting and so on. Gonna have a bit of a darker area here, and then just highlight these parts over here. Yeah, I'm going to do a few chip parts, but I'm gonna really just keep them contained. Gonna add a few more scratches with yellow, I think. We'll see how bright I go. But yeah, first again, I just want to establish a few parts, finish them, and then see how they interact with other parts. And because right now everything is black, so yeah, it will look different when all the other parts are defined. The interaction of the parts will look different, and so on. What's your favorite ice cream? I mean, flavor-wise, I couldn't even say. I guess pistachio is pretty up there, but it depends. Because there is really bad saloons out there, or ice cream manufacturers. And can't quite get that right. There's a lot of edges here that wants highlighting. I'm just happy to chill here and look over every now and then. Yeah, I mean that's mostly how I watch streams too, so I don't fault you for it. Things got dark really quick. What? Michael Contrados, Earth. Wait, I don't remember that one. Which one is that? I mean, I probably know it, but I just never know how they're called. I don't remember names particularly well. 15% off is super nice. Indeed, indeed. It's actually a pretty good offer.
How did you find me?
Grosso for the win. Thanks a lot for following. Welcome. Yeah, guys, if you like this type of miniature, it's more like yeah, cyberpunk, synthpunk. Yeah, definitely check out their website. Neko Galaxy. Exclamation mark Neko Galaxy, Neko Galaxy in chat, and it's going to bring up a link. And if you find something, then you can definitely place an order and get a 15% discount with my code. And it supports the channel. Hey Juan Hidalgo, finished my 1000 Suns for the last metal contrast marine video. Looking forward to not paint the marine ever again. Well, there you go. I mean, I really like Space Marines. I got one of the like Farlane. I think that's what they're called. Space Marines coming. Really looking forward to paint that one and make a video of that. But yeah, I mean, there is just so many chapters, so many possibilities. Yeah, I really like Space Marine. But I'm guessing the audience wants something new. Well, I could paint them all day. Just kind of trying to do something metallic again. Metallic reflections. Fuse Vorna of Blackstone Fortress. Oh yeah, I have never gotten those boxes. Hey Joaquin Batet. Love among GM work is amazing, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you using water to thin the paint? Yes. I have an issue with paint being either too thin or drying too quickly. You mean too watery? Too diluted? No, too much water. So, two things here to fix that problem. You always have to have a bit of a paper towel and then just rag the brush, and then you should have gotten rid of enough paint. And secondly, you want a brush with a large reservoir, like a Raphael 8404. You can also find a link in the description to where you can buy those. That are affiliate links, but yeah, they will fix fix a lot of that problem, because as you can see, I have a lot of paint on the brush, or I don't have to pick up new paint all that often. And it has the perfect consistency. It just makes your life so much easier. Because again, the reservoir helps a lot with having a good amount of paint on the brush always.
Nice to meet you.
I need to put together my Eldar and paint them. Yes, you do. Paint shipping Raven Guard Primaris Redemption right now at the moment. Is it better to paint smooth gradient slowly adding lighter color, or just paint sketch and blend two color with glazes? Whatever you like. There's no better or worse. It's all about how, you know, you can achieve smooth blends with both. So it only depends on what you like better. There is no objective better in miniature painting. There is only what do you like, what do you enjoy, what do you want the result to be. I mean, it's hard to argue, since I mean it's a style, right? And how you want to paint your miniatures, and there's a lot of decisions that go into picking a style. And yeah, those decisions are all yours. No one should be able to criticize them unless you ask them to, you know. But something I always do with my students is, if they're unhappy with their results, they have to tell me why, because if I don't know why, then I don't know what to change and what advice to give them. Because I can tell you, you know, how to paint like me, But ultimately, that's boring. If everyone paints like me, I would not want that. And arguably, there's a lot better painters out there, so we would also rob the planet off of a lot of good painters if everyone painted like me. Whoops. Almost stabbed them all. That looks great, thank you, Grosso. Which paints am I using? Mostly Games Workshop. Well, actually, only Games Workshop. I feel like here I would like my magnifying glasses, but I want to pretend I'm not going blind, so. I might need some cleanup, but it's okay. Actually, let's put Flesh Gets Yellow on there too. I feel like it feels a bit more metallic, or gives it a more metallic feeling. And then a highlight color, and I'm sure no one knows what highlight color it will be, because I almost never use this highlight color. I have this mini, it's very cool. I want to see some more to make a small diorama. I want to say more? I mean, dioramas are always fun, right? So, I mean, you could try to get some extra material printed, maybe like more crates and stuff like that to tell a story. That's what I would definitely do if I had the patience to set up my 3D printer, but I just never got around to do it. And I thought I might do it now because I have a week off, but I just want to honestly focus on painting rather than anything else. You know, work-wise, obviously. Having time off in general is okay. I'm fine with that. What's the plan for the overall? Just get the kid down for a nap, dropping in for lunch. I'm just going to follow the not the box art, but well, it's technically the box art, but it's not a paint job. It's just the picture, the illustration, because I really like that illustration a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to more or less finish the model, yeah, that way, and then I'm going to probably decide whether or not I want to have maybe a secondary light source. It's going to be fun to just put that over the existing paint job. I mean, obviously, usually kind of have to plan that ahead, but I never plan anything in my paints. So, yep. love the cyberpunk. The music or the mini? New frog here. I hope you managed to finish lunch before the kids wakes up. Wait, oh, you managed. In theory, I need to do the finishing touches on Gasco. Oh, that was a good model too, but I did not have time to paint it. I'm cooking 2 times of meals, folding laundry and cleaning all around. Hey mate, just found your channel today and loving it. Don't forget to follow. My god, if I had 100,000 followers, everything would be so easy. Thanks for the tip about getting a magnifier before it was hard to see if you get that your mini spilled off paint on the mold. But a lot easier now. Yep. I mean, I'm painting without one right now just because it's a bit more relaxing to paint like that on cam. But usually I always have one. I always use one. Okay, that's a shadow color. Warhammer color. Yikes. I am ruined. Has the yogurt series been abandoned? It's a time thing. So YouTube always has to be second priority because I have a lot of patrons that give me money for, you know, the exclusive videos. So I need to focus on that, but I'll definitely finish the Ogre sometime. I just, eventually it kind of showed that, or it was obvious that it's not garnering views as I wished it would. So whenever there was the possibility to do a video that will get views or work on the overhead, it was a bit of a clear decision what to do. I mean, if everything I did got like 50,000 views, then of course I would just do whatever I want to, but that's not how YouTube works. Just try to play a lot more into, you know, obviously make my videos better. That was a focus lately. Just increase the overall quality, and also try a few more topics that get more attention. But yeah, I'll definitely try and finish the Ogroid whenever I find the time. Ogroid? I don't know. I feel like I don't want to take away too much from the yellow, so that it actually reads as yellow and not like gold, but right now it feels good to place these kind of dots. Let's see. I want to try and see how some red looks in here. Don't want it to overwhelm everything. Just as a color variation. Yeah. You'll be alright, he naps well. Okay. Wish my kids still had naps. Came a long way. When I came back to the hobby 2 years ago, I was amazed that minis became kind of sad. That I'm now much older, have shaky hands and tired all the time. Yeah, so Games Workshop, they, you know, I feel like they, for a long time, they were like, we're just the best on the market. I mean, who cares? Let's just put out whatever. And yeah, they really got their stuff together and tried to improve their minis a lot. Especially the detail level has come a long way.
How did you find me?
Dave's Mini Art, thanks a lot for the follow. So I got the warm spat, and those were really intriguing and awesomely detailed. Like they have these. Whenever Games Workshop does weapons, they tend to overdo the edges, all of the edges, and make the back of the swords like super thick and stuff like that. And they really try to make the blades delicate on the warm spat. Music is over. Yeah, and I really like that a lot. Put up some music again. Second. Retrowave Volume 2. Go back Thursday. Yeah. Oh, treat naps for being contemplating by himself. Okay. Hey, Hot Sun Sister. Painting with smooth blends would help for the beginning. Any stats? I love Marines, but but grew tired of painting Marines for tutorials. Will probably paint some for display. People just want to see Marines reviews. Yeah. It's definitely helping with views. Okay. Just going to go in there and correct this. Okay. Right, so I kind of want to do these parts. Just check what the artwork did with them. I think they might have done. Okay, just black-ish. Okay. Go pink. Hitaria, how's it going? Are you using any medium? Nope. In general, no. So for airbrushing, I sometimes use glaze medium, just as a flow improver. But for painting, I never use anything else. I feel like we can add a bit more scratches. I feel like I want to set up, yeah, that's okay. Set up a few more brighter parts for chips that I'm going to probably add later, but we'll see. But in any case, this looks a lot better. It's just to put more, it's often called information on these parts that are, yeah, almost boring, you know, empty and stuff. Probably just fell off the table. Hopefully it was nothing important. Yeah, I'm kind of happy I did not lose too much time. I mean, obviously it's still a hassle to not being able to use the studio down below my usual workspace. But I didn't lose that much time setting up this one up here. I'm just happy we had an extra room. But yeah, that water damage just was so annoying. Especially because it's not our fault. So everything could have been prevented if that dude, whoever it is, that needs to show up and just make sure the emergency pump stays functional. If he just did his job, nothing would have happened. The pump would have just kicked in and the water would have been pumped out, and yeah, no problemo. But yeah, thank you. Now I have the drying machines downstairs for at least three weeks, and then the renovations, however long it takes them to redo the walls and stuff like that. Jesus Christ. Just adds that much more stress to everything. Really annoying. Gonna look at this pretty painting because it's neat to see how you paint high contrast on yellow and manage to not make it non-metallic metal. Yeah, we're almost there, right? But yeah, thank you. Thanks, Doria. Mares Cat. Now I want to paint minis again. Well, go for it, man. Go for it. So much fun. And also kind of rewarding too. I think we're going to spend most of the time with the yellow, so yeah, next stream I think I want to do the face. I don't think we're going to get to it today, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely going to work on the other yellow parts now for today. I can't wait to paint my first Neko model. Yeah guys, if you buy them off of the code or with the code, definitely also show them to me when you started them. You know, if you have any work in progress stuff to show. I'm looking forward to seeing all of your versions. As always, drawing has always been good in Instagram. You want to break your brushes? No. There's people, you know, or other people where it's like, okay, that shit is unobtainable. I mean, let's be honest, whenever you're not painting for a camera, you're always going to be better. And since everything I painted for a camera. I even filmed some of the of my ever chosen entry that placed 3rd in the world. Eventually I stopped filming it because I felt like I was keeping myself, you know, down. It's yeah, because you can never sit in a comfortable position, so you can't work as long. And also you can't properly see because you have to show it to the camera, and then maybe some angle gets awkward and so on. Yeah, there's so much people that don't paint for a camera that are going to be a lot better than me. Also, editing just takes away so much time from actual painting, and obviously the more you paint, the better you're going to be. But then of course there's people that can do all of that, and I'm just, you know, make me just look bad because all they do is paint for the camera all day long like Sergio Cavo, and still produces good stuff. But then again, his style is completely different than mine too. He clearly knows how to use an airbrush, which I don't. It's very therapeutic for me, that's true. I have Usagi and Razor on the way. Yep, I have those too. I'm really looking forward to painting those. I'll try to do a crazier scheme for those, like more synthwave. Synthwave doggo. My thin coats of paint are like a truckload, and I did not even learn how to mix paint yet. There's so much I have to improve. Yeah, that's true. I mean, just take it step by step. There is no one that's doing this became, you know, as good as they are overnight. Yeah, I mean, I hated every single one of my models for the first 10 years of painting. It is what it is. When you know, that just means you have the desire to get better, and you just gotta accept that, yeah, you're not going to like every single thing you're painting, because some of those models are going to be practice models, and yeah, it is what it is. Just accept it and don't beat yourself up because of it. Okay, I feel like we're scraping paint. I mean, just pigments and not proper paint anymore. It might be time to mix a new batch of paint. Oh, Brian Valdivieso, thanks a lot for the follow. Okay, I forgot to record all of this, which kind of sucks, but I guess I'll just have to use the recording of YouTube and download it. Damn. Feeling just pretty relaxing. I got much more patient too. Oh yeah. You need a GoPro strap to your head. Yeah. But then again, you're not going to hit the depth of field properly with something like that. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten a lot better to, you know, find a position where it makes sense or how it makes sense to paint for the camera. Low back goal. Thanks a lot for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Natalia Oras. Wait, do I know your stuff? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be ignorant, but I really don't have a lot of time in the day. I tend not to. Or I wish I had more time to paint out, to check out painters. I'm really sad I don't have that time. Especially now with the second job again. So sometimes people will say, hey, do you know Painter X? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, I never heard of that person. It's the same thing with YouTube. Sometimes, you know, people like Vince Venturella, he says, yeah, he just watches everything that is available on YouTube for miniature painting, and I'm like, when? And he works a 40 hours day job and makes videos and live streams and all of that, and I'm like, when do you have the time to also watch other people? Personally, I'm moving away from an airbrush the more I paint with regular brush. Yeah, me too. At least you know how to turn the compressor on. Jesus Christ. Again, it's annoying because you can do really cool stuff and set up your brush work with the airbrush, but I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna sit down and clean it afterwards and see what the problem was. I just really wanted to do the face with the airbrush today. Just again establish the two light sources that I wanted to use, but then I couldn't make it work. And then I went for just a single zenithal light, and I'm kind of unsure how I want to continue, but it is what it is. Hello from Maine. I have a hard time with non-metallic metal. What's the best way to approach this without looking like poop? So it's always impossible to. That's questions that are impossible to answer. Because I mean, what exactly is the problem? It's or it's hard for me to figure out what the best advice for you is without really knowing your problem, if that makes sense. So it looking like poop is probably not as informative as you might think it is. So maybe you can tell me what exactly, or you know, more detail what the problem is. but I mean, two general ideas is that you need, or the general idea is that you need to have a high contrast between your highlights and your shadow colors. And then yeah, so with steel you want to definitely go up to white, for example, and to almost black for the shade areas and shadow areas and non-reflective areas. And the second thing is, what is the second thing? I forgot. Jesus. Oh yeah, you need to study a lot of references. So just quote unquote check out, you know, the material that you want to paint. So is it like steel or copper, gold, or chrome? That's different too. And then just study all the references you can get and study different shapes in that material, like spheres and cylinders and all that. And then just, you know, try to replicate that. Hitting stress busting for me until it goes wrong. True. These streams are relaxing. Well, that's good. You need to learn how to paint from someone. Yeah. GoPro on the brush, that's going to not work. Hey, Ulrich. How do you reliably get paint to apply on tiny details? Use a brush that has a nice tip. I mean, this is a pretty nice tip. Yeah, and also use a Raphael 8404. Link in the description. Yeah, because it's the best brush. I don't use best in the context of miniature painting a lot, but there's no better brush than Raphael 8404's because it's the most versatile. Of course, there's brushes that yeah, do stuff better than others, or than the Raphael, but it's just, you know, one brush fits all, I guess. But yeah, just, you know, good brush that can both do like super fine detail and consistent brush strokes. Easy game. And then it's practice. Practice, practice, practice. I'm not going to try airbrushing brushes, still have a lot for me to explore. Yeah, again, if you feel like you have a lot to learn, it doesn't make that much sense to yeah, switch to something else. And you can learn everything like color theory and stuff like that with a brush. You don't need to rush into airbrushing. Doesn't mean that airbrushing is bad or anything, but yeah, no. Okay. See, I didn't have this one properly base coated. Let's do that quickly. Yeah, looking forward to painting all that detail, honestly. Definitely going for some non-metallic metal. Do you have special tips for reference search? It depends on, I mean, Google. Just, yeah, picture search.
Nice to meet you.
Michael Fraser, thanks a lot for subbing to my YouTube. Thank you. I mean, literally just put in, if you have a copper cylinder to paint, just put in copper cylinder into Google and you're going to get exactly what you're looking for. Yep. it mostly is as simple as this. I just spit on that, nothing else. Okay, so I think I want to do hazard stripes on this. So I don't actually need to bother with it. I guess I also want to make this yellow. So not being able to use an airbrush kind of sucks when, so if I, usually when I just paint with a brush, sorry this is off screen but I'm just putting a first layer of color on a bit of the color. Yeah, so using a brush, you sometimes have a bit of a problem applying an opaque layer, so airbrushes are super nice for that. Almost doesn't matter what color it is, you will always be able to put down a consistent base layer to work off of. So again, airbrushes are really nice when they work. I don't use the airbrush almost at all either. Got hard and steel evolution in Infinity. I use them mostly for priming and varnishing. Money well spent. Yeah, me too. Can do 3 out of 5 things: watch, work, paint, sleep, socialize. I don't take this seriously. Work, paint, sleep. Yep, exactly. That's what I do. How do you really? Oh yeah, we already covered that. Poop. I think it's helpful to check out areas in references with something like Photoshop to convince yourself how extreme the color can be. Sure. How to paint the thumbnail like yours? Just base coat something, then paint a bit of candy chan here. Yeah, and then just paint Andromeda, Fane, and then you're good to go. Typo in the title. Really? I don't know. What's the typo? Printing? I don't know. Painting Andromeda. Nice one. Wait, can I? Andromeda. I think I can. Save that. Thanks for telling me. Thank you. Music. Cruise control. Let's go. I like some of these how to get good really easy questions. I mean, it is, if you're not doing this a lot, then yeah, how are you supposed to know that this is not a question that is easily answerable? Yeah. Well, I'm just going to have to mix a few, a batch of new color. But yeah, I mean, obviously, me as someone who is painting a lot knows that there is a lot of layers to how to get good in a certain thing. So especially with non-metallic, there is the fact of yeah, you need to study the real thing to make it look credible. Then on top of that, there is, you know, maybe light placement, how to correctly place lights, how smooth does your paint have to be, and so on. So there is, yeah, it's easily misunderstood that this is not something that where you can get an answer of like, you know, 2 sentences and then you're going to be good. I mean, it's the same thing like with airbrushing, right? How are you going to be good with airbrushing? And from experience I can say that it depends on, yeah, what you want to airbrush, what color you're going to use with the airbrush. Yeah, what model you're using, obviously, and so on. Oh my god. There's still an E missing. Oh my god, Andromeda. Oh, there we go. Where's the save button? Here. Not only am I an idiot with the airbrush, apparently I also have a really hard time with writing things correctly, apparently. Have you ever painted a large scale figure statue like 1/6 or 1/4 scale? No. I'm also not really interested in it because the techniques differ drastically from the lower scales. Always wondering, do you use the technique of using a muffler color, like mix a specific color to maintain an armor or something like that? I have no idea, man. Mother color, like mix a specific color to maintain a harmony or similar of specific color with the others. I'm not sure what you mean. This is like, yeah, I mean, you can paint a figure using shades of one color, right? You can do that if you wanted to achieve that effect, as in, how to say that? Yeah, monochromatic schemes are definitely a thing. They can look pleasing. But I don't remember ever doing that. Didn't want too much of that color. That ironic. Hey Tap, I trust you're doing well. Been doing better, but it's nothing, well, nothing that can't be fixed. But we have like water damage in the basement, which wasn't our fault. But yeah, so for the next 4 weeks I can't really use the basement, so I'm upstairs now, trying to get some work done. Yeah, I'm taking the occasion and probably going to redesign some of the studio parts. Just get a proper background for YouTube. I'm just trying to find a good composition for this. I think I might have to go back on it afterwards. Actually, okay. So this foam kind of heats up everything. It's almost like foam is isolating and keeping heat in.
Nice to meet you.
Francesco Cinelli, thanks a lot for the follow. And Howie, thanks for the bits. 5 bits. Are you adding dish soap to your water when you are mixing paint at all? Nope. I mean, you can do it. It's like a flow improver, right? For me, the biggest struggle last half a year is to get wet palette right. Tried a lot of different papers, still don't find the right one on which paints won't dry. So the question is, what do you mean with dry? How long do your paints stay usable? And yeah, how long do you want them to stay usable? I have like, so this here is not, you know, the optimal wet palette, but it's the best thing for me. Well, again, there is no best in this painting hobby, honestly. It's just what suits you. And when I spread out the paint like this, you can see that it's getting dry. So obviously with this is baking paper, so with different papers it would probably stay wet longer, but then you also have the problem of the colors soaking up too much water with a lot of these palette papers that are, you know, more let through or more permeable than baking paper. So that's a no-no for me. I rather have a consistent dilution all the time and have the paints dry in a bit faster. So that's a trade-off that's fine for me. For others, it might exactly be the other way around.
Nice to meet you.
Flooded, yeah, I mean that's a thing, right? You kind of, so this is almost too dry, especially with baking paper. You want a layer of water below here, between the paint and the I'm sorry, between the paper and the sponge. Then there's people that want the palette to stay wet for weeks, you know, and that's not going to work. It's not going to keep your paint usable for that long. They cast their own shadows with this. Okay, yeah, with the large scale models. Yep, that's part of the quote-unquote problem for me. Why I don't really like to paint them. I feel like I'm falling into my sketching style a bit too much. It's okay, let's go a bit more yellow and just establish some light and then worry about everything else later. What size brush am I using? Size 1. Oh yeah, what Justin Powell said. There's a link in the description of the video. You should not ever, unless you want the effects from the lessened surface tension blocks, it might change. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, but again, sometimes you want the reduced surface tension. It's again becomes more like a flow improver. Sometimes I do that. Lately I found that glaze medium dust is in a satisfying way. Lovely quarantine, thanks a lot for subscribing, much appreciated. Thanks a lot for the support. But yeah guys, if you want to, again, support me, there's a couple of ways. The best thing, where you are also getting the most out of it, is probably joining the Patreon, because you're getting access to over 150 tutorials in addition to what is already on YouTube. You can check out Neko Galaxy's store, exclamation mark Neko Galaxy is going to give you the link. I mean, Nightbot is spamming it anyway, but if he hasn't in a while, then you can go there and use my code to get 15% off and support me while doing so. Yeah, following my social medias obviously helps. Subscribing on YouTube. So yeah, thanks a lot if you do, guys. Much appreciated. I definitely don't take it for granted. I feel like we are losing a bit of color definition here, so I don't know, maybe add a bit of that. Variation. I feel like we listened to that song already. Slightly out of focus.
How did you find me?
Nip Nop, thanks a lot for the follow. Welcome. Why am I on focus so much today? Not today, but now.
Nice to meet you.
Aiden Voitier, super bad with pronunciation of names, sorry guys, but thanks a lot for the follow.
Nice to meet you.
John Smith, thanks a lot for following my YouTube. I'm making some. Oh, Neko, I'm making some sweeteners. That's true. How many hours do you think you will spend on this miniature? Not sure. It depends on. I'm probably going to do a few things a bit faster, like the pants. Yeah, some other things. I'm going to go a bit more out on, like the back of the cape. I feel like that is, yeah, an interesting part where we can add additional colors, like maybe some synthwave colors, like orange, blue, or purple and blue, something like that. Maybe do a bit of a freehand, but we'll see. I'm generally really bad with guessing or estimating how much time something takes or will take. Yeah, looking forward to painting the hologram here, but of course I want to first do all these edges, because I mean, now that I want to illustrate it, I'm not painting inside and not leaving any paint inside there, but yeah, just doing the edges here typically will result in something on the hologram part here. So of course I need to finish that first. Hello, why fake silver? Good old wet pal discussion. Stay workable for half an hour, but then they go, screw you, we're tired. I use baking paper to try a lot of different things. Turned out to be baking paper is a lot of things. Oh yeah. I mean, I use the siliconized thing that you can actually put into the oven without grease sticking to it. And again, I know it's siliconized paper is usually not recommended for wet pellets, but to me it has proven it works. But I also don't have a large humidity. No, I don't have a dry climate, let's put it that way. Oh, that's the correct way to say it. So mine stay workable a bit more or a bit longer. So I'm guessing in really dry climates you will probably have a bit of a problem with baking paper. But the thing is, the pellet, the water from the pellet is vaporizing obviously, and it's just creating an area of vaporized water, and it sneaks into the paint too, even though it's not really going, or not really a lot of water is going through the actual paper. So therefore that's why it also works. Like, such a cool model. Yeah, true. Much better looking than YouTube, really. Huh. The Discord has a lot of helpful people on it. They help me try to unwonky the eyes of painted. I don't know, those eyes look really good. I don't really see the problem.
How did you find me?
Okay, of course I forgot. I mean, there's a link in the description. Can someone link the Discord? Link in the description. There's like 70,000 links in the description. But yeah, I mean the Discord is I mean, it's open to join, but obviously the channels are for $1 pledges enough. If you join on YouTube members and stuff like that, you obviously do also get access. It would not be scalable, you know. There's 800 people on there, even more, like 860 or something like that. I could not give feedback to all of those. It would be impossible. I wouldn't do anything else, so it's, yeah, behind the $1 or $2 pledges on Patreon. Might be a dumb question, but could you do glazes on highlights instead of edge? Highlights? Could you do glazes on highlights instead of edge? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, I'm doing glazes a lot here, right? So doing this is a glaze, just going over the transition here, glaze. Just putting, so painting highlights in the middle of an area, to me is always a mixture of putting down, you know, more opaque layers and then working on the transitions with, yeah, different kind of colors or different kind of techniques. Yeah, edge highlights are just, that's the Games Workshop way of painting. It's, yeah, I would say the fastest way to paint. And that's why they preach it. Or, you know, the fastest way, unless you're dry brushing, maybe. But it's also effective because it creates contrast pretty nicely. But there's definitely more sophisticated ways of painting that, you know, doesn't mean it's necessarily more complicated, but you just improve your results so much. But since Games Workshop is the most known company, obviously, with miniature painting, they have a large influence on what people do. Not sure 100% like that. That's going to need some cleanup. It's okay for now, I think. So a picture from the company who printed the master model for this figure. I think they used a Solus 3D printer. Oh, good to know. Your Catan rebase worked well. It's a nice mini, but I don't like all the energy tendrils. It just doesn't quite work for me. So I might copy you if I get one. Yep. I mean, that was the reason why I did it, right? Why I yeah, got rid of all the lightning. By the way, what? By the way, what? The 8th attempt. Oh, okay, I got it. Do you look at the Discord? I'm only stomping out $1 a month if I know you are selling the trolling. Seeing the trolling? Yeah, I do. I mean, so I always try to give feedback once a week. I probably have skipped last week simply because there was too much going on at school. I had to stay an extra day because yeah, they're trying to implement a new feature at school and then Corona stuff and having to homeschool a few of the students. additionally and stuff like that. It's just kind of crazy. But yeah, the feedback section I check once a week, and yeah, I'm always active on a daily basis. And I also, you know, post my work in progress stuff there, because I hate the, what's it called, the usability maybe, or the UI of Patreon. So, you know, to keep my patrons up to date, that's where I post my work in progress stuff. And yeah, it's just more sophisticated, or no, elegant, or however you want to put it, way to keep up with your patrons and keep them up to date. That's why I use it a lot. Trying to watch a stream and walk the dog. Glazing is just understood as painting with more transparent color, so you can do everything with it if you have the time. True. Yeah, and you can, again, you can mix layers with glazes, so you establish a first layer of color that is opaque, and then you work on the transitions with glazes. That speeds things up too. It's mostly my preferred way of painting. Music. Why are you stopping? Wait, what time is it? Oh, okay. Cruise Control was not a long album, so let's see. Future Bass, let's try that. Skeptical. Started an Arkham from Age of Sigma, and I'm really nervous to screw it up, going for a more Lich King line. I'm just behind the bounce. Yeah, don't, I mean, really scared to screw it up. I mean, you're starting out, right? So you're not going to be Michelangelo from the get-go. So, and if you don't try things, if you don't do them, then you're not going to learn anything. So don't, I mean, you are going to screw up. Right. Just don't, you should not be afraid to do so. And just, yeah, just jump in and do things. And have fun. And yeah, just accept that you're going to have a lot of learning to do. And that you're going to feel like you're screwing up for a long time. Again, I'm always saying it, but I hated the first, you know, during the first 10 years I painted, I hated almost everything I did. And there was stuff that won Golden Demons among that too, so much for that. I really hope I'm not waking up my neighbors. There's a reason why I'm in the basement usually. Okay, do we need anything else? That's yellow. Whoop. Yeah, I made some progress on Candy Chan too. I kind of redid her hair. I need to smooth this out a bit. Other than that, yeah, and of course I paint everything else here. But that's the general gist of what I want to do with the hair. I had a blue originally, but I just feel like the purple and blue just work so much better. I wanted to do something like Kirill did here with the green and the yellow in it, but that would have just been overkill. Thanks for following my YouTube, Sir Dave. Thank you, thank you. Okay, but we wait, no. You can strip them all with disinfectant. There's a couple of ways you can strip models. There's a clear sign that you should more water. Wait, what? Oh, I mean, yeah. If you repaint something like 3 times, then you can use tin paint, and it's still going to build up. God damn, that looks good. Thank you, Mar. Wait, I can't see your name. Mareska. Thank you, thank you. Dude stole my hair reference image. Yeah, that's true. No, it's actually, like I said, I really, that day you showed me that picture was the exact day that I decided to repaint it purple and blue. Methylated spirit. Yeah, you can't use acetone for plastic stuff, that's not working. Well, I have never stripped them all in my entire life, so I'm not really the person to ask about that kind of things, but I'm sure there's people in the chat that have experience with it. Damn, I had some good shading here, then I ruined it. I'm not digging that music, to be honest. Let's find another album. Which one did we not have? Purple Voyager. That's my jam. Going places. Kenny Chan looks great, thank you. Safe from resin, methyl and plastic. Oh, the methylated spirits, yeah. White spirit is a methylated spirit, isn't it? What's the lowest level on Patreon to get to the tutorials archive? $10 Renos. Unless you want the PDFs, that's fine. Best product I've ever seen for using... Oh, for stripping is Biostrip. Biostrip? Okay, yeah, we don't have that over here. But I heard that too. Biostrip. Wait. LA's Total Awesome stripped the Neko Galaxy bot a couple of weeks ago. LA? Because you can, wait, use it multiple times on non-toxic and doesn't see. Oh, we already have to. Concept art for this model was made by the guy who did the Borderlands art. Was it? It could be. Definitely feels like it. But guys, I've been streaming 3 hours. Kind of want to leave it at that before we start anything else, so that I have a fresh palette available next time. I'm probably just gonna do the color of green off screen just to finish it, and that's the yellow is done. Again, if you like these type of models, the more cyberpunk-esque models, Neko Galaxy offers the possibility to have 15% discount with my code. You can find it here. Okay, it's gone, but the code is Strawberry115, and you can find a link in the description of the video to get to the store. Yeah, if you haven't followed yet, my YouTube is yeah, in need of growing. So if you want to support me, leave me a follow there. Again, my Patreon has a ton of additional tutorials, and you get access to the Discord where you can ask me questions all day and all night. Yeah, I don't know. Instagram has daily updates if you want to follow that. I'm still trying to get to 10,000 people, 10,000 followers, and I guess, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good time, guys. Do you think that studying some theory on a book could be beneficial to improve as a miniature painter? Do you have any suggestions? Color and Light by James Gurney. Imaginative Realism by James Gurney. What else? I mean, some of the Figupedia books are good. Any illustration book is good. Just watching or looking at illustrations in general is a good thing. Gives you nice ideas where to place highlights and stuff like that. Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.